I got dunks this morning. And it was free because of all my Dunkin' Donuts points I've accumulated. Now we're headed back to trail. Good morning, back on trail. Had such an amazing stay at Barb and Mike's place. They were just so nice. I went out to dinner with them last night, stayed over. She packed me a sandwich to bring on trail this morning. Just got an amazing night's sleep. Everything just perfect. She drove me to Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and now I'm back on trail. It is about 50 degrees right now, and honestly I'm just like covered in goosebumps for some reason. It's not that cold, but it feels cold. It kind of like might be sprinkling a little bit. It might be kind of maybe raining on and off all day, but I keep walking past like branches and leaves like that are soaked, so my legs have been getting wet, and I think that's what's causing me to get cold. I don't know, this is a weird way to start a video. Anyways, I think the big thing that's happening today is hiking up Killington Mountain, which I think is gonna be my first 4,000 footer in a long time. So it's gonna be a bit of a climb, so we'll see how it goes. I don't remember it being too difficult, so hopefully it's nice and gradual. But yeah, we'll see. Got a ton of food in my backpack, enough to last me to New Hampshire. So I've been talking about the haze the last couple of days, but I don't think I realized until last night when I started scrolling social media more and more that the haze actually made really bad air quality for a little bit, and I never really knew much about like air quality numbers. So I think in southern Vermont it was actually pretty bad. I think New York City's getting the worst of it, and I'm out of New York, but the further north up in Vermont I get, the air quality is getting better and better. So I don't think that's something I have to worry about where I am. I think it's kind of like moderate air quality, so they say if you don't have any pre-existing conditions or anything, you should be good to go. Well, I say that now that I'm hiking up and I'm getting out of breath, but I think, yeah, air quality is moderate. Nothing I should be worried about. And the further north I get, it's getting better and better. So a lot of people are asking about the air quality for me, but you're probably going to see this video a week and a half after I film it, and hopefully that's not even a problem anymore at that point. So yeah. Whew. That was bad timing to film that clip because I am out of breath, but everything is good. Alright, stopped at a shelter, only 1 mile into the day. It actually started raining a lot. Originally I was going to stop at the shelter and shed layers because as soon as I hiked up a couple 100 feet of elevation, I warmed up, but now this rain is really cold. So I think I'm actually going to add layers. I'm going to put maybe my rain pants on. For now I'm going to keep my puffy jacket on just in case. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop raining, so I'm not going to wait it out. Maybe I'll just have one more snack and then hike on. But yeah, this is a little bit of a bummer for my first New England 4,000 footer today. So I think this begins my climb up to Killington. I'm going to be going uphill for the next 7 miles, and it's going to be 2,700 feet of elevation gain. And I'll take a screenshot of the Far Out app so you can kind of see exactly what I'm dealing with. Hopefully it's kind of like a gradual climb and not steep uphill. The rain actually stopped. The worst of the rain was when I was at that shelter, which was just perfect timing, but things are pretty slippery. I was just on one of those bog bridges and totally, like, my feet just slipped out from under me, and I somehow managed to land it and not fall on my butt, but I do have to be careful because the ground is soaked. And also walking through all the ferns and the leaves, my feet are totally soaked. So good thing I have 2 pairs of socks. So tomorrow I can change into some dry socks and continue on, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh wow. I remember this thing, but I didn't realize it was coming up today. Katahdin is only 500 miles away. Whoa! Crazy. Decided to check out the logbook here. It looks like someone named Blueberry was here earlier today doing the long trail, and they thru-hiked the AT in 2018. They said hi to Little Engine and Frodo. Those are the people I met at a shelter yesterday. So I'm gonna sign in myself. I don't usually do this, but I feel like I want to right now. All right, only 58 miles until Nahamsha. Taylor, AT 21 and 23. It's like 1 o'clock right now, so I figured it was a good time to stop and have lunch. Barb made me this amazing turkey and cheese sandwich, so I'm gonna have some. I'm probably only gonna finish half, and then maybe I'll have the half when I actually get to the top of Killington. Lunch break over. I'm gonna not forget my trekking poles. I am going to go up Killington. I'm gonna listen to an audiobook. I am listening to the 8 Rules of Love. I kind of took a pause on Lord of the Rings. It was just too much. 1,700 miles. I am doing the little side trail to the summit of Killington. I didn't do this last time. I've actually never been to the actual summit. But eventually I want to do all of the New England 4,000 footers. I've done the 48 in New Hampshire. I believe Vermont has 5, so I figured I'd have to do this eventually, so why not do it when I'm only 0.2 miles away from the summit. So I'm gonna go grab that. I dropped my pack to make it a little easier, and then I can hike back down to my pack and have the other half of my sandwich. Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, here we are, the summit of Killington. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. You can see some of the ski mountain down there, all the chairlifts. This is amazing. For sure feels like I'm on my first New England 4,000 footer. This is what the rest of the trail is going to be like. Woo! Alright, my first Vermont 4,000 footer ever. Alright, now I'm going to go back down to my stuff. Wow, what an achievement. 1,708 miles. So, looks like I have two options for tonight. It's already 7:41 p.m. There's a shelter in 1 mile, or there's a campground in 3 miles. I kind of want to push to the campground, even though it's probably going to be getting dark as soon as I get there. Just because the campground has a couple added benefits like water spigots, bear boxes, like good tent sites, bathrooms. And I don't really know anything about the shelter in a mile, but I guess I'll make my final decision when I get to that shelter. I stayed at this campground last time. I tried calling them earlier today, but there wasn't an answer because I just wanted to ask, like, what if I get there after they close, and where's a good tent site? How do I pay? Because I heard it's only $6, but there's certain tent sites that they set aside for through hikers. Well, this is cool. I saw Maine Junction on Far Out, and I didn't really realize what it was, but it makes a lot of sense that this is where the AT leaves the long trail. It's the Maine Junction because that trail goes to Canada and that trail goes to Maine. Ha! It all makes sense now. Well, it would be shorter if I just went to Canada, but guess I'll go to Maine. So, I ended up at the campground. I did have to night hike a little less than a mile to get here, so I pulled out my headlamp, got here a little before 9 o'clock, walked around a little bit, found site number 4. I went online and kind of looked at the website and looked on how to reserve a spot, and it said that this site was actually like a walk-on site. I don't know if it's just because it's super late, but I went to reserve it and it's like, no, you can just walk on. So that's, I'm assuming it's just because it's late, and I don't know if I have to pay for it or not. I was just kind of unclear, but I did set up. Was there a bug in here? Let me kill that. Anyways, it's a nice spot. There's the bathroom nearby. There's a bear box nearby. I made a nice cup of rice for dinner and ate that and put my food in the bear box. And yeah, I can hear the traffic pretty loudly, but I'm happy I'm here, happy I made it. I'm gonna get some sleep and I'll see you tomorrow. Also, coming to the campground, I reached my goal of hiking at least 20 miles. I think it was just over 20, so I'm happy about the mileage, and we'll see if I can do another 20-mile day tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Good night.